This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. We are located at 6120 Van Noord in Van Nuys, California, Van Noord Avenue, Van Nuys, California, 91401.
Valley Glen.
We're Valley Glen?
Valley Glen.
Okay, sorry. They had it down as Van Nuys.
All good.
This is Valley Glen, California, and not Van Nuys. 6120 Van Noord Avenue, Valley Glen, California, 91401. We're going to be performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout in the planter area. It is just to the right of the front step as you're entering the house. It is October 15th, 2021. And as I said, we have a 4-inch ABS plastic mainline cleanout. It's kind of in the bushes over here in the planter area. And this is the front of the house. This is the front entrance to the house. We're going to zero out our camera monitor right at the opening. We get a good, clear reading of footage. We're going to insert our camera into the ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. We have ABS plastic, and we're transitioning pretty quickly to vitreous clay. We have a fairly large offset in the transition, as you can see. A lot of times the joints aren't put together very smoothly. It all depends what kind of a coupling they use, and it's kind of holding back water. It's damming up right here, and this is in the planter area.
Hi, how are you?
This area may need to be excavated to reline the ABS plastic to vitreous clay joint. As you can see, I'm actually hitting the face of it right here, and it's damming up, holding water, and it can cause stoppages. It can hold back paper, debris, especially wipes. They'll get stuck in this area a little bit and then they'll compact. I'm going to get over that hump.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
Apologize, my phone's going off listening to me. But we're in vitreous clay now. We're heading out toward the front of the property. The first vitreous clay joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. The next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. I'm going to continue to run through the vitreous clay toward the street. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Continue running out. This joint has a little bit of chipping at the edge of the piping. Appears that this piping may have been cleaned and hydrojetted, possibly. We have some swirling in there, and the chipping is caused by hydrojetting. Running out toward the street. And the joint's got a little bit of a crack in the face of the piping, and there's a minor offset, not terrible. Pretty common in older vitreous clay. It's put together with concrete. So far the piping appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint also appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're dropping down into ABS plastic piping. We have a pretty large offset at the top of the piping. The joint wasn't lined up real well. You can see we're actually dropping down into the pipe right there. And you can see the top of the pipe. The ABS plastic is dropped down below the vitreous clay. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we're going to continue recording. We've marked this area. It is right under the edge of the driveway, adjacent to the grass in the front yard, on the left-hand side of the driveway as you're facing the house. At approximately 3 foot 2 inches deep. Now we transition to ABS plastic piping. This has been replaced. These joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And then we're going to transition to the lateral. It is, from what I can see, it may not even be yet. We may not be all the way out to the lateral, but it looks like could be 4-inch. It's not a 6-inch lateral right now, so it is 4-inch vitreous clay. We're going to continue to run out and see if we run into a 6-inch line. And we have some root intrusion in this joint. Not terrible at this time, still maintainable. Running out toward the street. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Next joint, we have some root intrusion. Minor root intrusion at this time. The minor root intrusion can be maintained with a chemical called Root X, ROOTX. As long as you keep it up and flush the Root X down the toilet once or twice a year, it'll keep these roots at bay. There's some more roots in that joint. You can see on the right hand side at about the 1 o'clock area and also at about the 9 o'clock area. Got a little bit of an offset in this joint, but not terrible. Have some more root intrusion in this joint at about the 3 o'clock area and about the 8 o'clock area in the joint. Again, not terrible, still maintainable at this point. And it is a 4-inch lateral because it never transitioned to 6-inch. And now we're coming up on the city sewer saddle right in front of us. This joint before the city sewer saddle has some root intrusion at about the 3 o'clock area and 9 o'clock area as well, but minor. A little bit of an offset and a little bit of a gap, more of an offset than anything in the saddle area, but not terrible. Still maintainable at this point. And then we drop into our city sewer. This is our city sewer right here. And we back out just a little bit, and that's the edge of our saddle. And this is the end of the homeowner's responsibility where it ties into the city sewer. The homeowner is responsible for their 4-inch line on the property and also the 4-inch lateral from their property line by the sidewalk area at the front of the house out to the city sewer tie-in. And that's where we're at, is the city sewer tie-in. And we are at approximately 66 feet 5 inches on the camera monitor, which is out in the street. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we've located the ABS plastic to vitreous clay transition just on the left-hand side of the driveway at 6 foot 6 inches deep. And it's just to the left of the entrance to the driveway. We're marking this with an orange flag. I'm going to continue to pull back. A little tiny offset in that joint ahead of us, but not terrible. It's probably because of the coupling. Can't see it all the way. Now we're coming up. Joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we're leveling out. Now that's where we have our offset, and we mark this also with an orange flag. That's where we have the larger offset in the piping. I'll pause for a quick moment. Okay, we're going to continue pulling back. This is marked with an orange flag in the grass. Coming back toward the house. And as I said, there's other joints right now. We're in ABS plastic piping in transition, or we're back in clay piping, excuse me. This is vitreous clay piping. So hard to see because of the glare. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little tiny offset on the side, but nothing major, nothing to be concerned about. And continue pulling back. That joint has a little bit of an offset to it, but again, not terrible. It's on the side. And it's common to have a little bit of an offset sometimes in vitreous clay, the way that it's put together. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. There's a little bit of chipping on the pipe from cleaning it. Last time it was cleaned, probably. Continue pulling back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're coming back toward the clean out, and that's where we're going to have our large offset. Pulling back to it. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we're going to pull back a little bit. And there we have our large offset. We're going right into it. You see the whole bottom of the pipe. So we're hitting it with the camera, hitting the face of the piping, and you can see it's holding water.
That's not good?
Pardon?
It's not good?
That needs to be repaired. So we're going to locate this area. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to resume recording. We marked this out, this offset, and it is right under the brick cap. And we marked it at 2 foot 8 inches deep. And that's our brick. That's the offset right there, and it's right under that brick cap of the planter. It's adjacent to the driveway. And if the plant right in this planter area was removed in front of that offset joint, it could be repaired pretty easily through that way. You don't have to get into the driveway to make the repair. Now we're going to be pulling back and up and out of our mainline sewer cleanout. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection. Thank you.